Hey everybody. Well, today we're going to take a look at the LEGO Technic remote controlled stunt racer. So this set is number 42095 and it has 324 pieces. So it doesn't really have that many pieces, but I think the main cost of this set is all within the electronics here. You got the receiver, an actual remote control, which I love that. It doesn't use an app, it actually uses a joystick controller, which I think is great. App controls are always so hard to operate. And then this also has the battery box and then two large motors. So this set is, I think, $100, $99 at retail for Lego.com and Lego stores, but I happened to find it at Target for $81. And this was a set that I was going to buy when it first came out, probably about, I think, 2 years ago is how long this has been out. And I kind of put it on the back burner because all these other sets came out. And then I just saw it today at Target and it was on sale, and I thought, well, heck, I may as well just go ahead and pick it up. Now on the back here, we see that there's actually two different models that you can build. So there's the original one over here, and then we have this other version here, which looks like it has a wider wheelbase on there and kind of like this spoiler on the back. And I gotta say, I actually like both of them, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick with building the original just because it uses all the pieces. I think if you build this one, you're gonna have a bunch of pieces left over, and I kind of hate not using the full potential of the kit. So yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and go with that. But it's nice that they give you two different options. On the inside here, we have 4 bags. They're not numbered, but you don't really need them numbered for this particular set. This one here has all the main parts to the car. And this one here has the electronics. You got the remote right here, the 2 motors, and that's the little IR sensor right there. And then here you got the battery box. This uses 6 AA batteries, so it does use up quite a few batteries. And that's just some of the smaller bits there, and then that looks like it's all tread parts. There's going to be a lot of pieces for the tread. So yeah, pretty simple build for the most part. Here is the sticker sheet for this set, and this is a pretty sticker heavy set, so unfortunately there is a lot, but I do think that the stickers are going to be key to really making this thing look pretty good. So yeah, oh well, that's alright. Okay, so I've got this much done on it so far, and you can kind of see all the kind of Technic stuff that's going on in here. The way the motor's sitting there is pretty cool. A lot of gears going on over here as well. There's not too much to this frame, but so I don't know if I've had this battery pack before on another Lego set, but this battery here was really hard to put in because it's tucked way off into the corner right there, and I'm not even sure how I'm going to get that out when the time comes to have to take that out of there to change it, because it's kind of smushed in there. I kind of wish they would have made that a little bit easier to get to. I'm not sure why they put this little lip right here, which makes it really hard. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of a goofy battery box, but oh well. Hopefully I don't have to change them for a while. All right, well, it's all done now, and I gotta say it was pretty fun to build. It was a Technic set, and so those are a little bit more challenging with all the little, bits and bobs that they have everywhere. But I gotta say, it looks pretty cool. The front end here looks pretty neat. I'm not sure if these are headlights or what on the front here, but I think those are pretty neat. Those are actually printed tiles right there. And then I kind of like the little mirrors that they got going on. You got 30 of these tread pieces. They're like the Wall-E treads on each side, and then you got a bunch of stuff going on in there. Here is the battery pack, and I'm not really too fond of this wire mess back here. I mean, look at that. That's kind of sloppy looking. I wish they could have done something a little bit better with that, or maybe, make another section of panels to kind of hide that a little bit. But it just, yeah, that's just kind of a mess. I'm not really very fond of that. This is the IR sensor right up here. And then over here you got kind of the same looking thing going on, and then the power switch is kind of sensitive. You barely touch this thing and it turns on. I kind of like the antenna here, even though it's not an actual antenna. It's just strictly there for looks. But yeah, this is really cool. Let me show you the top view of it. Alright, so looking down from the top here, we can see that there is a ton of stickers on this set. And, as much as I don't care for the stickers, you really kind of have to have them for this set because it really does give it the sporty look that it needs to have. And so there's quite a few on here. You can see there's one there. There's a really small one right here on this little mirror. There's one here as well, another small one there. And then everything here is just mirror imaged. And then you got this really long one right here, and you got to make sure you line that up properly. Same with the one in the middle. You got to make sure you line that one up. Another small one right there on the end. And then there's some little ones here on that kind of back spoiler thing, which I think looks really cool. And then there's also some on the little IR sensor right there as well. And then I also like these things here. So this thing is really fast and zippy. So every time it takes off, it does a wheelie. And I'm sure that was the intention of it. But so this is to catch it, you know, from making sure that it doesn't completely flip over. And so I kind of like that. And I also like this front bumper right here. So yeah, I mean, it all looks pretty good. All right, well, let me put it on the floor and then I'll run it and so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so hopefully it's light enough in here for you to see because I had to move into a different room. So I've got the switch turned on to the car and you can see that the light is on. And then we have the remote control right here. And this remote control is great, by the way, and I'll go into detail about this after I show you how the car runs. So let's run it around and I'll show you what it does. So you can see it's really zippy, and it's a bit of a learning curve to kind of learn how to steer it, because it's just really fast. But it's really fast. I mean, it's... Oh, there goes my railroad tracks. Yeah, you can do like a full 360 right there. I mean, I kind of wish it had a little bit of a multiple speed so you can maybe run it a little slower, you know, because it's kind of hard to control sometimes, but once you get the hang of it, I was messing around with it earlier. Yeah, it's cool. I would say, I don't think I would run this outside. I mean, it's more of an indoor kind of car. Those treads, you know, I mean, they're plastic. They're Lego plastic. They're not rubber. And so I think if you ran this outside and get gravel and dirt in there, it's not good for the motors and it's not good for the gears and the wheels. And there's a lot of gears inside there too. But it's really fun to drive around. I gotta say, I really like it. Not bad for the price. Well, considering I got it on sale. All right, well, let's go back to the table. So kudos to Lego for making an actual physical remote control like this. This is absolutely fantastic. I don't know if these are new from Lego. I don't have too many remote controlled things by them, but if it is, this is great. It's a nice compact size. So these are so much better than the app controlled vehicles. Those app controlled things are just the worst because you spend more time looking at your phone than actually playing with the vehicle and enjoying, you know, driving the vehicle around, because you don't have any physical controls like this that you can actually feel. So, you know, you have to keep looking at your phone screen to see what you're actually doing. And so, yeah, this is really much, much better. So you have, you know, the joystick kind of toggle switches here. And then you also have these switches here where you can change the direction on which way these work, you know, which way they rotate. So, you know, this way would be clockwise and this would be counterclockwise. And then you also have, I'm guessing this is the channels. It looks like there's maybe up to four different channels right there. And so that's great. So if you have other people that are driving these cars around, you can all have your own channel and you won't interfere with each other's remote. So yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, good job on Lego's part. So that is the Stunt Racer, and I gotta say, this is a pretty cool set. Like I said, I was gonna buy this a long time ago and it just got put on the back burner, and now that I remembered that, you know, thankfully I saw it at Target, that it reminded me about it, because I kind of almost forgot about it, really. And I forgot to mention there's a sticker here, too. But anyway, so my only beef with this thing is that it does use up a lot of batteries. There's 6 AA's inside here, and then the remote also uses 3 AA's. So we're talking, you know, 9 batteries total. And also, when it comes time to change the batteries, it's kind of a pain to have to get down inside here. You have to take everything apart to get in there, and the instructions on the back of the instruction book, it shows you how to do all that. So if you get this set, don't throw that instruction book away. I mean, I'm sure you can kind of figure it out on your own, but it's a lot easier to just follow the instructions because you don't want to lose anything or forget to reattach something. So I do wish they would have made that a little better, and also I do wish they would have made this whole back section look a little better with that mess of wires. That's, you know, probably my only beef with it. It also would have been maybe nice to have variable speeds on this so that you're not zipping it around all the time. But other than that, it's a really cool car. I really like it. I didn't build the second version. I do like that they give you a second version if you want to build that. I would not, like I said, I would not recommend running this outside. I'm sure some people will still do it anyway, but this kind of a vehicle isn't made for that. I think you should reserve outdoor remote control cars for cars that are designed specifically for that have rubber treads and stuff. But I would say that you're going to mess up the vehicle and the motors and all that stuff. I wouldn't risk it. So this set retails for $100, $99. But if you look around, it's you'll find it on sale. I think it's been out for 2 years, I think, so it's probably going to be retiring soon, unless it's selling really well. But even on Amazon, it was still full price. But I did find it at Target for $81 or $80 or something like that. It was, $20 off, so that was a good deal. So if you can get it on sale, it's even better. But I have to say that I really highly recommend this set. It's really cool. So, all right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a like and subscribe if you'd like. So thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate everybody watching. And I'll see you on the next video. So thank you again, and have a good one.